The Azteca Stadium awash with colour. A vibrant atmosphere for this World Cup quarter-final between Argentina and England. Well over 100,000 here to witness it, with Spain or Belgium waiting for the winners in the semi-final. Argentina make 2 changes from the side that beat Uruguay 1-0 in their second-round tie in Puebla. One of those is enforced with Oscar Gara suspended, meaning Julio Alarticochea comes in on the left-hand side. The other player replaced is Pedro Pasculi, who scored the winner in that match against the Uruguayans. And Hector Enrique, the River Plate midfielder, comes in for his first start of the tournament. Diego Maradona, as always, the man to watch. Peter Shilton, England's most capped goalkeeper, makes his 86th appearance for his country. The only change to the side that beat Paraguay comes at centre-half, where Terry Fenwick is available after suspension, and he returns in place of Alvin Martin. At 29, Peter Reid is the oldest of England's outfield players. Steve Hodge continues to provide the solution to England's troublesome left-sided position, whilst Gary Lineker has scored 5 goals in his last 2 appearances. The referee is the relatively inexperienced Tunisian official Ali Bin Nasser. This time next week here at the Azteca, the World Cup final will be getting underway. One of these 2 countries will be only 1 match away from a place in that final. For the other, the journey to glory ends today. England in the white shirts, defending the end away to our right-hand side in the first half. Back line getting an early touch of the ball. This is Fenwick. His return to the side. Now Butcher. Hodge. He's been a revelation on that left-hand side of midfield, and he's the victim of the first poor challenge of the day. Taken quickly for Reid. Promising early signs of attacking intent from England. Kenny Sansom prepares to take this throw. The referee spotted an infringement. It's a free kick to Argentina. Argentina coming into this game unbeaten in their last 5 matches. They've had a couple of extra days to recover since they beat Uruguay. England's win against Paraguay coming just 4 days ago, 48 hours after Argentina had played their match. Jerry leaving it for Alarticochea. Enrique. Hoddle unable to make a tackle, but Gary Stevens puts his foot in for England. This is Batista. Maradona quickly back to his feet. Just scored the 1 goal in the tournament so far, which was the equaliser against Italy. Chufo's throw. Now Batista. So much of Argentina's midfield play will build through the bearded 23-year-old. Sansom. Switch of play from Butcher. Here's Stevens. England looking long. Peter Reid cropping up on the right-hand side this time. He's covered plenty of ground in the early stages. There'll be responsibility on him to do that, pushing forward from midfield. Certainly expect Reid to cover more ground than Hoddle in the heart of the England midfield alongside him. Chifo, who's playing on the right-hand side of the three centre-halves for Argentina. Given that licence to push forward, and he wins the throw. Excellent movement from Maradona, well dealt with by Sansom. Maradona again, dispossessed very quickly, this time by Reid. Cue for England to push the bodies forward. Butcher. Hoddle. Butcher looking long, hoping that Hodge was going to be making ground to his left. Throw from Cachufo. Batista snapping at the heels of Hoddle. Definitely touch by Stevens, but England have lost possession again. Ladi Kachea gave chase. Match being played in searing temperatures. It's around the mid-80s. These early afternoon kickoffs certainly testing the endurance of the players. Reid. He's continued his run forward for Sansom. Well-timed challenge from Jose Luis Brown. Well, it's caused Peter Reid some problems. He's been carrying this ankle injury coming into this game. Concern for England will be that Brown's heavy challenge has just exacerbated that same injury. It is the right ankle again that he's feeling. It's a fair challenge by Brown. England will restart with a throw. Taken by Sansom. And Fenwick with a distinctly speculative effort. Batista. Maradona. Reid able to stick his foot in. Hoddle. Reid. Away from Batista's challenge. Now Stevens. Clearly a huge amount of respect between these two sides, with a very cagey opening to this game. This industry unrewarded, conceding the throw, but as a chaser of lost causes, he's been integral to England's campaign so far. But Chaga able to emerge with possession. Argentina have played their way out very neatly. Inevitably, everything revolving around Maradona. Shown inside by Sansom and cynically brought to the ground by Fennick, who picks up yet another yellow card. Cautioned inside the opening 10 minutes, a player only just back from suspension. His third yellow card of the tournament. Mistimed and reckless lunge by Fennick. Shilton asking for a four-man wall, happy that it's in the right place. Maradona, you would imagine, the favourite to take responsibility here. It is Maradona, and the quartet of England players did their job. Shilton under pressure from Valdano, happy to concede the corner. First corner of the game, which will be taken on the Argentinian left. 6-4 to attack this, with nearly everybody back. It was a disappointing delivery. Aladi Kachea. Fennick with a much better challenge this time, and Maradona still emerges with possession. In towards Valdano. And Butcher dealt with him admirably. Excellent delivery from Maradona, which making Valdano's chance a very difficult one. Has scored 3 goals in the tournament already. Jorge Valdano, the Real Madrid striker, a couple against South Korea and 1 against Bulgaria. They had a fantastic season for Real Madrid, scoring twice in the UEFA Cup final, amongst his 24 goals in all competitions this season. Chaga, they're ahead of Stevens, who's just been drawn out of position. Good opportunity to deliver. With enough bodies back, and Stevens can clear. This the first meeting of these two teams since a friendly back in 1980, which England won 3-1. The players involved that day, only Sansom and Maradona play again today. Sansom actually gave away a penalty in that game for a foul on Maradona. It's the first time that the two nations have met in a competitive meeting since the quarter-final back in 1966. Slip by Pompino. Now can Beardsley react? Well, it was a good attempt, an instinctive swivel and shot from Peter Beardsley. Pompino coming out, found himself stranded in no man's land. A little stumble had preceded that. Peter Beardsley with the shot on the turn. The angle prohibitively tight. That's as close as either side have come to scoring. Fennick. Back from Stevens. Peter Shilton, who's making his 1029th appearance today for club and country. Stevens. Just finding Buruchaga in England. When Argentina had possession, more than happy just to drop back and keep their shape behind the ball. Spread wide by Buruchaga. Enrique. Valdano. Heavily done by Maradona, always a buzz of expectation whenever he's around the ball. He and Valdano have a wonderful understanding. Throw from Cachufo. And now England's ball. Sanson. Just too long for Reed. Buruchaga. Maradona riding the challenges with ease. Stevens and Steven doubling up on him. Grateful to hear the whistle of the Tunisian referee for a foul on Beardsley. And Argentina can break forward. Now finding decent space around the edge of the England penalty area. The defenders instinctively drawn towards Maradona, just creating space elsewhere. Butcher given licence to push forward here for England. It's a goal kick. Kick from Pulpido. Justi. Maradona. And Butcher's defended it well, albeit at the expense of a corner. The most crucial thing there to make sure that no cross was forthcoming. Maradona taking responsibility on so many of these set plays. Work to the edge of the penalty area. England a little bit slow in coming out, but now the counter-attack could be on. Back from Steven to Hoddle. Easily dealt with at the back by Brown. Maradona. Moving ahead of him from Valdano. Another well-timed challenge by Butcher. Kachaya. Batista, Maradona, and just wriggling his way through. Claimed that he was fouled. When the whistle does go, it's a free kick given England's way for a foul on Hoddle. Stephen turning away from Kachaya, but Lineker offside. England just haven't been able to get the front two, but particularly Gary Lineker into the game at all so far. First offside of the game, shown by the Bulgarian official. Linesman on the near touchline from Costa Rica. Chufo. Sansom. Beardsley almost forcing the error out of Cachufo. Brown's long clearance. Hoddle. Now Sansom. Maradona again with the opportunity just to bring the ball into his stride, go up through the gears. Only Valdano ahead of him and made it easy for Sansom to intercept. Hoddle guilty of overplaying. In the end, Butcher there to calm things down and guide it back for Shilton. Argentina have been beaten a couple of times. In 1986, lost to France and Norway in friendlies. Very solid group campaign though, taking 2 wins and a draw from their 3 matches. Beating South Korea and Bulgaria. Results sandwiched around a draw with Italy. Another free kick here, which again Maradona will look to orchestrate. Swept high inside the penalty area. England defending mob-handedly. Hammered away by Reed. Back from Burruchaga. Batista. Giusti. Trevor Stephen meant that he played the ball when he didn't intend to. As though he was trying to shepherd it out of play for a goal kick. Ended up having to play it. Kachaya with the throw. Maradona. Another neat turn, but not such a potent cross. Shilton, now England's most capped English goalkeeper. He beat Gordon Banks' record of 73 appearances for his country last year. Butcher, another firm challenge that the referee was quick to take exception to. Jerry, the player at fault. Chaga just denying England the opportunity to take a quick free kick. Hoddle towards Lineker. Pido out quickly to throw himself at the feet of Beardsley. Neither of these teams able to really get a grip on the game so far. Plenty of misplaced passes, shots at a premium. It's the one nervy moment for Argentina when Pompidou's slip allowed Beardsley a very difficult chance from a tight angle, but Shilton has been untroubled at the other end. England beaten only once in 15 games coming into this one, and they've won 11 of those. Sole defeat the opening game of the group stage against Portugal. Plenty of soul searching went on after that result and performance. Slowly grown into the tournament as it's gone on. The inauspicious start of that defeat and then a 0-0 draw against Morocco. Stevens with a long throw inside the penalty area. Justi. Chaga linking up well with Maradona, who's made his way forward. Cross in behind him, and Sansom came across from left back to clear. Throw from Alati Kachea, hammered away by Reed. Enrique, Valdano. Good defending again by Sansom. Perennial figure at the left-hand side of the England back line these days. He's now started each of the last 31 internationals for his country. Browning very strongly. Stevens linking up well again. The two players who form such a potent access down the right-hand side of Everton's midfield. Four from Steven. Layoff from Lineker. England still struggling really to show any great degree of attacking intent. Chufo for Argentina. Now Brown. You're wondering about the British-sounding name, incidentally, of Jose Luis Brown. He's of Scottish descent. Only getting his opportunity because of the injury to Daniel Passarella. Jerry fouled there by Reed. This time of the two number 16s, Elida Gachea and Peter Reed in direct confrontation. Now Enrique trying to go up through the gears, looking for Valdano. Brilliantly done by Maradona. Blind pass back for Valdano. Shilton comes out. That's good goalkeeping. Well, he came a long way to meet it, Peter Shilton. Off his line very quickly. Good anticipation. Reed. His chance in the heart of the England midfield because of the absences of both Ray Wilkins and Brian Robson. Wilkins still suspended after his red card against Morocco. As Robson's troublesome shoulder continues to see him sidelined. Batista. Now familiar sight of the wave going around the Azteca Stadium. Crowd making their own entertainment with neither side getting too many views of the opposition penalty area at the moment. It's Chaga. Maradona again striding through the gears, and Hodge came back. Ended up running into Sansom. I think it was Steve Hodge's challenge that the referee took exception to, and England had to do something to try and stop Maradona. That challenge there, and then Sansom just stood in the way. Maradona already going down. This is another presentable set-piece opportunity. The referee just indicating that Maradona won't be able to play the ball until the whistle is blown. Shilton's got 5 in his wall this time. Here's Maradona. Shilton at full stretch. Mightily relieved that it beat him and the post. Three goals in his 9 previous World Cup ties, Diego Maradona. Sent off, of course, in the match against Brazil when Argentina were eliminated in 1982. Chaga's becoming more of an influence on the game now, but she ran into an England brick wall. Hoddle, Beardsley, Sold Hoddle that little bit short. Another opportunity for Argentina to bring it forward here with Justi. And he's then been fouled by Hodge. Tempers beginning to get a little bit frayed. Again, it's Maradona and Burruchaga standing over it. Maradona wins the corner off the wall. As always, the Argentinian support vociferous. Just asking a couple of the photographers to move so that he can get the right line of attack for this corner. I have to put the corner flag back in. Both the pole and the flag. Shouldn't have taken it out in the first place. Liza Majoa now happy. Maradona's corner, well claimed by Shilton. This time on Trevor Steven. Excellent long delivery from Stevens. Again, the threat immediately repelled by Argentina, and Maradona is the beneficiary, just ghosting past Hoddle in the midfield. Look at the little man go here. Stevens able to effect the block, and then a slice clearance. Goes out of play for a corner despite Shilton's best efforts. Steve Hodge, who is back. That was where England certainly miss either Wilkins or Robson. The way that Maradona just motored through the heart of the midfield away from Glenn Hoddle. Argentina have a fourth corner here, which will be taken by Jorge Burruchaga. Plays his club football in France with Nantes. Articuchea with the throw in the final 8 minutes of the first half. 0-0. Maradona winning the race to keep it in, and Shilton again under pressure. Shows a safe pair of hands. Conducted an immediate inquest there with Gary Stevens, not happy about the fact that the cross was allowed to come in the first place. Forward it comes from Reed to Sansom. Just with a little stumble there. No harm done. Both sides have been finding the conditions underfoot a little bit difficult. Beardsley still unable to get Lineker into the game. Ciuffo hammers it upfield. Valdano never willing to chase. Sansom, who has been voted into the PFA Team of the Year in England for the 7th successive season. He's the best left back in the country. They're still pretty devoid, really, of attacking intent. Happy just to try and contain Argentina. Had the majority of possession. Lighted the chair. Doing well to emerge with possession under duress. Happy to leave the ball to Maradona. They'll be more than happy to allow centre-halves to shoot from 30 yards. Ciuffo it was that blazed high and wide of Shilton's goal. Trainer just been called on here because of the knock that Maradona has picked up to the face. Bobby Robson fulsome of his praise for Maradona before the game, saying that without him Argentina would have no chance of winning the World Cup. So he just picked up the injury there as he was running towards the edge of the penalty area. Just a little collision with both players having eyes on the ball. And what a goal-scoring record he's got. Scored nearly 150 goals in Argentina before he turned 22. First player to break the world transfer record twice. Albeit that his time at Barcelona, whilst full of goals, wasn't necessarily regarded as a success. Now revered in Naples. Sansom's throw. Handball by Reed. I think he was helped by a slightly erratic bounce of the ball. Free kick initially taken by Enrique. Straight to the referee. The avoidance of doubt, he asked for it to be retaken. Away by Fennick. Chaga. Maradona. Batista. Bruchaga trying to improvise. Maradona in a wider position, picking up possession. Hoddle and Beardsley between them, able to repel the threat and get England going on the counter-attack. It's a rare touch for Lineker. Chance in a throw for Argentina, taken quickly by Ruggeri. Justi. Away by Brown. Vandana. Maradona. Certainly went to ground looking for a free kick. It was Peter Reid with the challenge. Sansom invited forward again for England. Now Reid. Into the last minute of the first half. Both sides, but particularly England, happy to play the long game, just waiting for something to happen. More concerned about shackling Maradona and keeping things tight defensively than having a real go themselves. Two quarter-finals that we've already seen have both gone the whole distance, all the way through to penalties. Rare England set-piece opportunity here. Sansom leaving it for Hoddle, who's chipped it cleverly forward into space, but the offside flag is up. First half comes to an end, 45 minutes. It was bereft largely of goal-scoring opportunity. One skirmish inside the Argentinian penalty area after a stumble and slip from Pompido, but Beardsley was unable to capitalise on that. Shilton largely untroubled at the other end. And at half-time, it's 0-0. Ali bin Nasser checks his watch. We're back underway for the second half. Argentina 0, England 0. And it'll be interesting to see if there's a change in tack from England, whether they will be happy just to continue to put bodies behind the ball, prevent Argentina finding a way through, or whether they will decide at some stage that they need to show a little bit more attacking endeavour. No changes made at half-time. Batista's ball forward, and Valdano wins the first free kick of the second half. Well, it's a long way out. Huge distance out. Ball clipped in. There's a goal kick that's been given. Shilton just asking for clarification. A free kick for the offside, in fact. Taken short to Butcher. England have kept 3 clean sheets in a row. The only goal that they've conceded so far in the tournament coming to Portugal's Carlos Manuel. In fact, that's the only goal that they've conceded in 6.5 games now, if you include the pre-tournament friendlies. So defensive resolution is something that has been high on the agenda for a while. Sansom's ball forward. Maradona. Buttigieg. Buttigieg continuing his run. Stevens has found himself in a difficult position for a moment, but his teammates there to bail him out. Boot raised against Batista. Free kick taken quickly. Buttigieg losing out to Butcher. And the ball back to Shilton. Was better from England. Sansom will come across to take the throw, won by Hodge. Here is Hodge. Lineker making a darting running towards the near post. The ball delivered deeper than that. Stevens winning the second ball here for England. Brown with the header away. Maradona going up for it. The loose ball breaking for Valdano. And Argentina trying to get bodies forward quickly here to expose England when they haven't got their shape behind the ball. Butcher doing well to hold up Valdano. Buttigieg. Ladikicher. Maradona. England again with a tight, rigid formation behind the ball as Latica plays it in. Valdano's touch just gives Beardsley the opportunity to win it back for England. This Hoddle. Butcher. Cachufo. Batista. Enrique. Latica. Maradona again easily moving away from Hoddle in the heart of the midfield. It's put back over the top, and Maradona has scored. First blood to Argentina. England far from happy, think they've seen an infringement. Still the protest continued. Terry Fenwick absolutely adamant, I think, that he saw a handball. The goal allowed to stand was Hodge hooking it back towards his own goalkeeper, and that is why England are so furious, as Maradona has punched it in with his left hand. Shilton slightly slow coming off his line, maybe. Maradona has deceived the officials. Argentina strike first, and you can understand why England are so furious that the goal has been allowed to stand. Argentina 1, England 0. Goal swathed in controversy. Looks like the ball might have hit a hand in there. The referee unmoved this time. Here's Stevens. Back for Hoddle. Now England's defence has been breached. They are immediately on the front foot. Peter Shilton still seething. The Argentinian supporters delighted. The side have been dominant, and they have the breakthrough, albeit in extremely controversial circumstances. So what will England's reply be? Sanson. Maradona. Valdano. Hoddle was fouled as he hooked it back to his goalkeeper. Well, the referee can only give what he sees, but you would imagine that the Bulgarian linesman on the far touchline would have had a good view of it. Goal allowed to stand. It's given away here by Stevens. And Argentina on the front foot again. Chaga. Maradona. Now England have to try and do what both Bulgaria and Uruguay have failed to do in the last two games, and that's breach this Argentinian back line. Last goal they've conceded coming against Italy in the second game of the tournament. Hoddle given away cheaply again. Maradona brilliantly just gets away from Reed and now motors up through the gears, and he's beaten Butcher, And he's beaten Fennick. It's Diego Maradona, and it is quite magnificent. If there was an element of doubt about the first goal, there's no controversy about that moment of genius from Diego Maradona. 2 goals in 4 minutes, and Argentina lead England 2-0. A goal of breathtaking quality, waltzing through the England midfield, drawing the defence, rounding the goalkeeper. One of the most memorable goals of the tournament. In fact, arguably 2 of the most memorable goals of the tournament, but for completely different reasons. Carlos Bilardo's men in comfortable control now. 2-0 up. Barely 10 minutes into the second half. England have a mountain to climb. Beardsley. Pedo able to get in the way of the optimistic effort. Well, England might say that they were stung by the sense of injustice about the first goal, but there are a few that relinquished defensive responsibilities as Maradona strode purposefully through their midfield. I think this might be England's first corner of the game. Trevor Steven will take it. Hoddle just wanted too much time on the ball. He really hasn't been able to deliver of his best so far today, Glenn Hoddle. Well, it'll be interesting to see exactly what the Tunisian referee could see from his vantage point when the ball came in for Maradona's first goal. Steve Hodge beginning to struggle on that left-hand side of the England midfield. I wonder whether it's going through his head, the part that he had to play in the first goal with his miscued shank back pass towards Peter Shilton. Hodge, who was in danger of going home and not making the squad before the friendly against Canada, but has certainly contributed well. Excellent against Poland, having been on the bench for the first 2 games, but just struggling at the moment out there. They do have some attacking intent on the bench. The likes of Waddle and Barnes, 2 players who could come on in wide positions if necessary. Must be going through Bobby Robson's mind already that something has to change. England with a greater emphasis on attack now. Sansom throws it long inside the penalty area. Peter came out. Hodge nipping in at the near post, couldn't quite get the touch right. It was blocked immediately behind him for a corner. Good near post flick. Neatly taken by Pompido. That's a poor challenge from Batista, and he receives a yellow card. First Argentinian player booked. Sergio Batista, who only made his debut back in November against Mexico. Giving away a free kick, which is in a potentially promising position here for England. If Hoddle can sweep it forward with his normal accuracy, plenty of pace on it. Needed a defensive touch, which has given England a corner. Here's Luis Brown, player not taking any chances. In from Hoddle towards the near post, didn't have the elevation that was needed. Second ball is a better one, but Pompido denies Beardsley. First delivery, in keeping with many of Hoddle's so far today, was a slight miss hit, but Peter Beardsley attacked that second one well. Only got a couple of goals for England so far. Butcher's ball forward, given away to Burachaga. Saw Valdano ahead of him, but couldn't find him. England closing ranks. It was noticeable in the game against Paraguay. England gave plenty of space to the front pair, Romerito and Cabañas. Hasn't been the case today so much to Maradona and Valdano. Judging by some of the comments from the Argentinians in the press conference, they believed it was something that might be exploited today. Stevens climbing high to keep it in, might wish that he hadn't bothered, as he said, just presented it to Alati Kachea. From Burachaga. Alati Kachea ending up on the deck at the hands of Steven. Well, this was the stage that foiled Argentina 4 years ago when, as world champions, they lost to both Italy and Brazil in the second group stage of the 1982 World Cup. They're in a comfortable position here, leading by 2-0. Winners, let me remind you, will take on either Spain or Belgium in the semi-final. Relentless volume from the Argentinian support. England's first change, Peter Reid, who's been struggling with the ankle problem, is the man who's going to be replaced by Chris Waddle. So an attacking change made by Bobby Robson. Waddle, who scored 14 goals in his successful first season for Tottenham. Here's Beardsley. Waddle's Former Newcastle teammate hooking it in, and Pumpido did well. Beardsley twisting and gyrating well. It's a decent delivery. Excellent goalkeeping by Neri Pumpido. Veteran of the squad from 4 years ago, although he was third choice and didn't play in Spain. Less than half an hour away from a World Cup semi-final. Thanks to that man, Maradona, whose 2 goals have been the difference between the two teams. Just got a flailing arm around the side of the head there from Fenwick. It's not the first clash between the pair of them. There was one at the end of the first half to the face of Maradona. So with Maradona off the field receiving treatment, it's Burachaga who will take the set-piece responsibility. Straight at Shilton. Significant that only Valdano was up in support for Burachaga as he took that free kick. Everybody else back for Argentina. What they have, they hold. Hoddle with a crossfield pass. First opportunity now for Waddle. Here's Fenwick. Sansom. Batista with a header away, picked up by Hoddle. Waddle. Now Stevens. Went for goal himself. And then England win a free kick. Maradona allowed back on the field of play. Argentina restored to the full complement of 11 with the return of their talismanic captain. England were unable to make the most of the numerical advantage. Six in Pumpido's wall. Hoddle. Good strike. Got it past the wall, which was just about in the right place. Hoddle sweeping the corner in. Again, finding an Argentinian player. Ball fashioned in by Waddle, who's an excellent delivery into a potentially dangerous area, but nobody there to attack it for England. It was a clever cross with the outside of his left foot. Butcher. Stevens. Cut out by Aladkachea. Beardsley. Battling with Cuchifo. It will be an Argentinian throw, but only after Pompido has received a little bit of attention. There was a bang to the arm, sustained and saving that Hoddle free kick perhaps. Does allow Argentina just to break up the play, get some fluid on board, make any subtle alterations to the game plan that are necessary for the time that remains. Stevens. Headed away by Ruggieri. Play now concentrated by and large inside the Argentinian half, but at no stage does the lead look fragile. They are going to make a change, as you can see. Carlos Tapia, the player that will be coming on in a moment. Another England corner to be taken by Hoddle. That's a goal kick. Fennick coming to meet it. Long by Shilton. Lineker easily beaten in the air by Ruggieri. Sansom. Waddle. Sansom. Speculative punt inside the penalty area came from Glenn Hoddle. Header back over the top, dealt with by Brown. England not afraid to use the emergency exit behind them. Peter Shilton. As you can see, at the bottom of your picture there, a second England change is imminent with John Barnes set to come on for what will be his World Cup debut. And he's on for Trevor Steven. And there's been a lot of clamour for Barnes to have more of a part within this England team in this World Cup campaign. On for his 28th cap. He's seldom been able to replicate his formidable Watford form in an England shirt. And he has an opportunity now with 15 minutes or so to go. well be the only 15 minutes he plays in this World Cup campaign, unless he can provide some real inspiration. Half an hour into the second half. Argentina with a stranglehold on the game. At no stage does their lead look fragile. Before the free kick is taken, they're going to make a change. It's Burruchaga who's going to come off. And Carlos Tapia will come on to replace him, a man who crossed the River Boca divide in Argentina last year. Moved from one side of Buenos Aires to the other. And the 23-year-old will come on for the final quarter of an hour. One or two Boca players on the pitch now, along with Julio Alaticachea. Costa Rican linesman indicates an England throw. Scoreboard indicates the size of their impending task. They have a free kick here as Ruggieri fouled Waddle. Argentina seemingly not knowing how to defend this free kick, bent in by Hoddle towards the back post, and the header from Butcher straight into the hands of Pumpido. Just had to react quickly, and in doing so couldn't generate the power or get the direction right to beat the Argentinian goalkeeper. A little coming together off the ball there involving Butcher. The play goes on. Sanson plays it forward and was fouled once the ball had gone by Hector Enrique. Maradona talking to the referee about the earlier challenge in that same move as England brought it out from the back. Hoddle with the free kick. Plenty offside. Four from Butcher. Barnes, the player that England need to try and get into the game here. They have another free kick. Game becoming increasingly fragmented. That won't faze England too much if they can build up a catalogue of set-piece opportunities around the edge of the penalty area. Little reverse ball for Barnes was the intention. It didn't come off from Hoddle. Not too much of what England have tried in an attacking context has come off. Sansom with another long throw. Stevens. Barnes. Looking it on towards Lineker. Argentina repelling the threat again. Back from Hodge. Barnes. Oh, getting towards the byline, he's done well. It's Lineker. And England are back in the game. A rare attempt on target, halves the deficit and sets up a frantic last 10 minutes. First chance that England have had to get the ball to the feet of Barnes. Excellent run, pinpoint delivery, and the kind of service on which Lineker thrives. His 6th goal of the tournament. Now Maradona as Argentina look to restore their 2-goal cushion straight away. Tapia hits the post. Almost a goal at either end in the space of 30 seconds or so. Now Waddle, England with their tails up. Ball forward just too long for Pumpido. The offside flag is up. Well, Lineker gave chase. Pumpido knew that he could come and collect it relatively comfortably, but we've seen the flag come up, decided to kick the ball away. Just waste a few more valuable seconds. Butcher. Ricardo Giusti, former Copa Libertadores winner, with the throw. Those England supporters with just a little faint glimmer of hope again. Time very much against them. Throw from Giusti. England turning over possession neatly in the midfield, but again, nothing comes of it. Stevens. Hoddle. Valdano almost taking liberties. Giusti. Butch with a late challenge on him. Argentina able to bring the ball forward with real attacking intent, and Valdano goes to ground. England defence for the first time brutally exposed. Stretcher there for Valdano, who's being told that any treatment he receives has to be off the field of play. A message that's prelude to a remarkable recovery. Argentinian goal now makes the game safe, cements their place in the semi-finals. Maradona on a hat-trick, can't hit the target. Can England create one more chance? Can they get the ball to Waddle or Barnes? Utilise the width. Straight ball over the top. Is this the moment? No. Excellent defending by Brown to cover the run of Sansom. Sansom again launching a long one inside the penalty area. Some tired legs out there now in the England team. Waddle blocked off by Tapia. Precursor to an Argentina counter-attack. Wonderful challenge by the retreating Hodge to dispossess Maradona. And now Barnes. He's got Lineker and Beardsley in the middle if he can get it across. And he can get it across, and it was so close. It's Lineker and not the ball that ends up over the line. Tantalising delivery. Really good defensive header. Getting it out of the path of Lineker, who's hurt in the process. You wonder why England didn't bring Barnes on sooner than they did. It's caused problems whenever he's had it and has been able to run, particularly at Enrique. Off Maradona. Had a play for an England throw. Argentina nearly there. Sansom again, looking for Barnes. And Brown can shepherd it over the line. How to play for an Argentina goal kick. Well, this will be revenge for Argentina for the defeat of the quarterfinals in 1966 when Jeff Hurst's late goal gave England the win, when Ratin sent off famously for Argentina, who refused to leave the field. Here's Barnes. Three Argentinian players converging on him. Maradona, boot raced high by Butcher. Indirect free kick to Argentina. Unsurprisingly, they work it all the way back for Pumpido. The 90 minutes are up. It's all now time being added at the discretion of the referee. Stevens. England desperate to get it forward quickly. Unable to get decent possession of the ball at the moment. Maradona. Enrique. Happy to take the ball down to the corner flag. Can't do any harm to Argentinian prospects there. Shilton driving it forward as quickly as he can. It was a good, effective long kick as well. Waddle with the throw for England. Stevens with the ball forward, the whistle has gone. Argentina are through. 2 Diego Maradona goals, enough to beat England 20 years on after their elimination in the 1966 quarterfinals. They've beaten England in the 86 quarterfinals. Maradona with 2 goals, both of which will be talked about for a long, long time. The second, a moment of sheer sublime artistry. The first, less so. But Maradona will take the plaudits. Argentina in the semi-finals. They've beaten England 2-1.